In the heart of the ancient forest, a great competition was about to unfold. The animals of the woodland had gathered from all corners, their eyes fixed on the towering trees where the decision would be made. For generations, a tradition had persisted in this enchanted realm, a competition to determine who would be crowned the rightful king of the forest. Among the contenders was Roderick, a majestic stag with antlers that reached toward the heavens. His powerful presence commanded respect, and his regal demeanor made him a favorite amongst many. Roderick had spent years honing his strength and agility, and his charisma drew a loyal following of animals who believed he would lead with fairness and grace. Opposite Roderick stood Lyra, a cunning and wise gray wolf known for her unmatched intelligence. Her fur, a mix of silver and charcoal, seemed to shimmer in the dappled sunlight. Lyra's keen senses and strategic mind were her greatest assets. She had a way of analyzing situations and finding the best possible solutions, which earned her the trust and admiration of her fellow wolves. The third contender was Aviana, a mesmerizing owl with feathers that glowed like the moon. Her eyes held a depth of knowledge accumulated over her many years of observing the forest from above. Aviana's wisdom was sought by animals of all kinds, and her soothing presence brought a sense of calm to those around her. She was a symbol of unity and understanding, qualities that made her a compelling candidate for the throne. As the day of the competition dawned, excitement and tension filled the air. Animals of every shape and size gathered beneath the towering trees, their murmurs of anticipation creating a hum of energy that resonated throughout the forest. The old oak tree, its massive trunk adorned with vines and flowers, served as the stage for the momentous event. Roderick, Lyra, and Aviana stood at the base of the oak, each awaiting their turn to address the gathered animals and present their vision for the forest's future. Roderick spoke of strength and protection, promising to defend the inhabitants from any threat that might arise. His antlers gleamed in the sunlight as he rallied his supporters with tales of his noble lineage and his dedication to their well-being. Next, Lyra stepped forward, her eyes gleaming with determination. She spoke of intelligence and strategy, of a forest where every creature's talents were valued, and where cooperation would ensure prosperity for all. Her words resonated deeply with the wolves, who saw in her a leader who could guide them toward a harmonious existence. Finally, Aviana gracefully glided to the forefront, her wings outstretched. She spoke in a voice that seemed to echo the wisdom of the ages, promising a reign of understanding and compassion. Her vision involved fostering a sense of community among the animals, where differences were celebrated and unity was paramount. Her speech touched the hearts of many, leaving them with a sense of hope and renewal. With the presentations concluded, the forest fell into a thoughtful silence. The animals exchanged glances and whispers, torn between the qualities of the three exceptional contenders. After what felt like an eternity, a voice rang out from the back of the crowd. It was Eldon, the eldest of the ancient tortoises, who had observed the rise and fall of many rulers. Eldon's wise gaze shifted between Roderick, Lyra, and Aviana. "In this forest," he began, his voice like the rustle of leaves, "we have seen strength, intelligence, and wisdom. Each of these qualities is valuable in its own right, and they are all necessary for the delicate balance of our realm." The animals leaned in, hanging on to Eldon's every word. "In the end," Eldon continued, "the true king of the forest is not one who dominates with might, nor one who outsmarts or outwits. It is the one who listens, who understands, and who cares for the well-being of all its inhabitants." A wave of realization swept through the crowd, and the animals began to nod in agreement. The qualities that made Roderick, Lyra, and Aviana unique were indeed important, but it was Aviana's deep empathy and understanding that resonated most with the gathered creatures. Aviana stepped forward, her wings gracefully folding as she addressed the forest. "I am humbled by your trust and inspired by your unity," she said, her eyes shining with gratitude. "As your king, I pledge to uphold the values of compassion, cooperation, and harmony. Together, we shall create a forest where every being thrives." The animals erupted into cheers, their voices ringing through the ancient woods. And so Aviana, the wise and compassionate owl, became the rightful king of the forest. Under her rule, the woodland flourished, with each creature contributing its unique strengths to the greater good. The forest became a realm of unity and understanding, where all were free to be their true selves, knowing that their king cared deeply for them all.